How's it going, everybody? This is Mr. Finance, and today we're going to do some technical analysis regarding for last week's stock market's performance, and we're going to do some forecasting regarding for what we think we're going to happen for the next week's market. And at the same time, we are going to discuss some of the securities that we picked for our viewers, which we think our viewers will be really interested to take a look at. So without further ado, let's get it started. First of all, let's take a look at Nasdaq, or in this case, we're going to use QQQ as of our demonstration example. So obviously for the past entire month, QQQ has been performing pretty well. Actually, QQQ was able to form a sort of like a short-term uptrend pattern inside a really big downtrend pattern. So if you take a look at my current chart, you can see for the blue line is actually a bigger pattern that indicates the entire market, which right now it's a bearish market or a downtrend market. And the white line, or you can say the white pattern, was drove basically for the most recent uptrend pattern. So for now, as you can see, regarding for my charts, QQQ has been reaching a critical resistance level at 324 area. So for the past entire 3 weeks, past entire 3 days, QQQ has been trying to break its 324 level, but it wasn't able to do so. So which means for the entire next week, we believe that QQQ will try to break above its 324 area or 316 area. If it is able to break above its 324 price level with a confirmation uptrend, this means that QQQ will try to test its 200-day moving average. And if QQQ is able to break below its 316 moving or 316 price level, this means that QQQ will probably try to test its 50-day moving average, which right now is at 296 level. So for our viewers, we definitely recommend you guys to highlight it both price level at 316 and 324. These will help you to decide whether the market will going to go up or go south for the next week or two. So this is definitely something that we want our viewers to keep in mind. And the other thing that we need our viewers to keep in mind is that whenever that we apply the Bollinger Band inside QQQ, you can see that it has been it has been way overextended for the past not only just few days but also few weeks. And when the securities is overextended, this definitely means that we are probably going to see a more dramatic price actions in the near futures. So for now, it seems like that it is sort of like doing a consolidation right now. It's just the beginning of a consolidation, and for now, what we think we're going to happen is that if if QQQ is able to break below its 316, it will not only try to test its 50-day moving average, but it will also use its mid Bollinger Band, which right now is at around 303 price level. It will definitely try to test its mid Bollinger Band level and try to see if it will be able to be bounced back, or it will be able to break below the mid Bollinger Band, just to see if it will confirm for for QQQ or for the market to have a even more dramatic downturn, or have a more safer bounce back for QQQ to have a better consolidation in the near future. So this is definitely something that we want our viewer to keep in mind. Not only just the 50-day moving level, but also its mid Bollinger Band level, as well as 200-day moving average level. So yeah, this is just some of the analysis regarding for QQQ. Next, let's take a look at S&P 500, or in this case, I'm going to use SPY or SPY as of our demonstration example. So SPY also shares the same story as QQQ. Obviously, for the last entire month or so, it has been forming a short-term uptrend pattern inside a big downtrend pattern. And again, for S&P 500, it has been reaching a critical resistance level at around 416. And it seems like for the past entire week, SPY has been forming a consolidation between 416 and 406. And for the next entire week, if S&P 500 is able to break above its 416 level with a confirmation uptrend, this means that SPY will definitely try to test its 200-day moving average. And if SPY is able to break below its 406 support level, then this means that it will try to test its 50-day moving average, which right now is at 392 area. And the same concept also applies to SPY. When we apply it to Bollinger Bands, you can see that we also see the mid Bollinger Band is also uptrending. But for now, since S&P 500 is consolidating, obviously we need some time to decide if it will go south or go north. If it is able to break below its 406 level, the first thing first, what SPY will do is that it will try to test its mid Bollinger Band level, which right now is at 397. And if it is able to break below 397 from its Bollinger Band mid band, then it will probably going to test its 50-day moving average. So this is also something that we want our viewers to keep in mind of. So after QQQ and S&P 500, let's take a look at Dow Jones. So Dow Jones shares a little bit different story to compare with S&P 500 and QQQ. So it seems like Dow Jones has already form a consolidation for quite a while, but it seems like right now Dow Jones is experiencing a more selling pressure to compare with buying pressures. So when you take a look at the current price actions for Dow Jones, it seems like that it has been forming a consolidation, but when you apply your trend line on the above side of the price actions, you can see that it is sort of like having a little downtrend. So for now, we still cannot decide whether Dow Jones is going to have a breakout above its 382 level, or is it going to have another consolidation between 382 and 320 for the next entire week. Because obviously Dow Jones also had a really overextended session for the past entire month. And the other thing that our viewers want to keep in mind is that Dow Jones was able to create sort of like a gap back in the days, which is around 307 to 309. And usually for this kind of big indexes, they will usually try to fill in the gap. But however, it seems like Dow Jones will not be able to fill in this gap for the next entire week. So we're probably going to wait for 2 weeks or even 3 weeks to see if the price actions is able to fill in this gap in the near futures. But for now, for our viewers, definitely try to highlight it at the level between 328 to 324 or even to 320 to decide whether if Dow Jones is going to go north or go south for the next week or two. So this is something that we definitely want our viewers to keep in mind. So after we do some technical analysis regarding for the 3 big major indexes, let's take a look at the securities that our team selected for our viewers. So first of all, let's take a look at Movler Industries, or in this case, MLI. So MLI has been performing pretty well in the year of 2022 to compare with the overall stock market. And it seems like MLI had been forming a consolidation area between 51 to 62 level. And on July 25th, MLI was able to break its consolidations resistant level above 62, and right now it is sitting at 66.76 price level, which is above its new support level 65.67. And regarding for MLI, when you take a look at its moving average, it seems like its price moving level as well as 15-day moving average has always been above its 200-day moving average. But however, during mid-June to July, it seems like that we were able to see that the 50-day moving average was able to move below its 200-day moving average. However, the price level was able to hold above its 51.40, or you can say its previous consolidation support level. And after it was able to hold for quite a few days, it was able to break above its previous resistance level. So in this case, what we think regarding for MLI is that it is still overall bullish securities. And if we apply the overall 20% 20% profit taking rules, when MLI is break above 62 level, we can start to adding some of our positions regarding for MLI inside our portfolio. And if MLI is able to reach above you can say 70 or even 275 area, then that would be an area for our viewers or for our investors to take their profit or lock in their profit. So this is definitely something that you can do inside this overall bearish market. So this is regarding for the analysis that we have for Muller Industries. And next, let's take a look at On Semiconductor. So On Semiconductor is definitely another stock that has been performing pretty well in the year of 2022, and it is also building, or you can say forming, a consolidation area between 51 to 69. And right now, On Semiconductor is at the price level of 67.63, which is basically in the top of the of its consolidation level. And if you take a look at the overall pattern regarding for On Semiconductor, it seems like that On Semiconductors was also able to hold itself above its 200-day moving average, and also its 50-day moving average has been healthy from the past entire I would say 5 or 6 months. However, started from early June, it seems like its 50-day moving average was actually moved below its 200-day moving average, which is a definitely more bearish indicator. So regarding for On Semiconductor, we definitely want our users or want our viewers to be more conservative, because the indicator has already indicated that it is a little bit bearish to compare with its overall or its previous movement. And when we apply the Bollinger Band regarding for On Semiconductor, we can see that it also has some overextended pattern regarding for the past few weeks. And for now, it seems like the ARM Semiconductor might able to have a new consolidation area, or it might going to try to test its consolidation between 69 and 59. So in this case, what we think regarding for ARM Semiconductors will move is that it will either trying to consolidate between I would say right at 69 level, or it will trying to drop back into its 59 level or even 60 level regarding for its mid Bollinger Band to test its next movement, if it wants to go up again, or if it wants to go a little bit bearish regarding for this price movement. So for now, regarding for on semiconductors, even though it seems like that it is performing way better to compare with other chip stocks, but we also have to take a look at its overall technical analysis to make sure that we understand which movement that it will move. But for the overall stock market performance or stock market condition, it doesn't seem like on semiconductor is going to move above for the next week or two. So definitely try to keep in mind and definitely use more indicators, try to indicate or try to take a look at if if the stocks or if the securities that you take a look at have a more bearish or a more bullish trend. If you cannot decide whether if it is bullish or bearish, trying to wait for price actions or a price trend to see if there is a confirmed uptrend or downtrend to move and to decide whether you want to go long or go short. And yeah, that is all regarding for our today's discussions. So we have all of our big major indexes analysis and some of the securities that we recommended for our users or viewers. And if you guys have any comments, any suggestions, definitely try to leave some comments in the comment sections, and we will definitely take a look at and improve ourselves every day. So yeah, that's regarding for our videos for today, and I will see you guys next time.